Hello everyone, good evening to all. Am I audible? Okay, so audible, fine. So we'll continue the class today, and today we'll discuss about the equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. So we can say a relation R on set A. A relation R on set A is said to be equivalence. Is said to be equivalence if and only if it is reflexive. It is a reflexive. Second, it is a symmetric, and third it is transitive. Transitive. Got it? So what we can say, a relation R on set A is said to be reflexive if and only if it is reflexive type, it is also symmetric type, and also it is transitive type. Then we can say that relation is what? Reflexive. Okay, so let us see the example and then understand in better way. So example, let me say A is a set with element A, B and C. Then what will be the A cross A? Just a minute. Yeah. So okay, I know that equivalence relation means a relation R on set A is said to be equivalence if it is a, if and only if it is a reflexive type, symmetric और transitive. सिंपल बात करें तो रिलेशन क्या होना चाहिए? रिफ्लेक्सिव भी होना चाहिए, सिमेट्रिक भी होना चाहिए और ट्रांजिटिव भी होना चाहिए. देन वी कैन से इट इज इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. ठीक है. या सो A cross A means it is A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. Then A comma B, B comma A comma C, C comma A, B comma C, and C comma V. This is what A cross A. Okay, so let me take a relation or not. This is what empty relation. So we'll discuss later about this one. Firstly, let me take this one. This relation R1. This R1 is what A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. Yes. Now, by this definition, tell me this relation is this relation is a equivalence relation or not? Yes. Tell me this relation is equivalence relation or not? What do you think? It is equivalence or not? So for equivalence, we'll have to check three things. Firstly, it should be reflexive, then symmetric, then transitive. Okay, so tell me, it is reflexive or not? This relation is reflexive or not? Uh, Ekta is saying it is no. Poonam saying yes. Okay, let me say it is this one. Now tell me, it is reflexive or not? हाँ, पहले ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं था, अभी अभी बताना है. Yes, this relation is reflexive. Definitely, this is what a reflexive. Why? Because all the diagonal elements are there. AA, BB, CC, right? So all the diagonal elements are present. So we can say this is what a reflexive. So this relation is reflexive. What about symmetric? This relation is symmetric or not? This relation is symmetric or not? So Kavita, it is your first day. So everything is fine or not? It is audible, video is clear or not? Okay, yes. So this relation is also symmetric. Symmetric means if it is x relate y, then y relate x also. So diagonal element doesn't create any problem. So diagonal ordered pairs are fine for a symmetric case also. So we can say this is what a symmetric also. What about transitive? This case is a transitive or not? Yes. So this case is also transitive. Transitive means if it is a x relate y relate z, x relate y, x relate y, and y relate z. So if they both are same, then it should be x relate z also. Then it should be x relate z. राइट. सो डायगनल क्या नहीं करते, इसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं करते हैं. इफ देर इज अ डायगनल एलिमेंट एंड इट इज अ ट्रांजिटिव केस, देर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. सो वी कैन से दिस इज ए ट्रांजिटिव ऑल्सो, right? Finally, it is following or it is holding these three conditions. It is a reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So we can say this is also equivalence relation. This is what equivalence relation. Okay, let's see next one. So next one, it is a R2 AA BB, it is CC AA BB CC, and after that let me take BC and CB. It is BC CB. Okay, yes, tell me this relation is equivalent relation or not? Yes, this relation is equivalence relation or not? So most of candidates are saying yes. Let's see. So till this part it is a diagonal, and due to diagonal this is what a reflexive. So we'll have to check these three conditions. It is a reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So due to the diagonal elements, all the diagonals are present, so we can say reflexive. It is a reflexive. What about symmetric? Diagonal don't have any problem, or diagonal doesn't have any problem, we can say. And what about B goes to C and C goes to B, or B relates C and C relate B? So we can say this is also holding the condition of symmetric. So finally we can say this is symmetric also. What about third case, transitive? So we'll have to check for transitive. Diagonal doesn't create any problem in case of transitive. What about B goes to C and C goes to B? We'll have to check the combinations. So what we can say, it is a BC. So B comma C and C comma B. So this C and this C means matching, means Y, both the Y's are matching, right? So it should be B goes to B. So there should be B goes to B also. So B goes to B is present or not? Yes, there is a B goes to B. So we can say this combination is fine. What about next one? Everybody say this one is okay. What about this one? B comma C and C comma C. So this y is matching with this y. So क्या करना पड़ेगा? Further we'll have to check that it exists B goes to C or not, B relates C or not. So we can say B relate C. So B relates C is there or not? Yes, B to C is there. So we can say this is also fine. What about next case? B to C, this is fine, and this one is also okay. Or further what we can say, C to B, CB, CB had this BB. Yes, so this B and this B is matching, so क्या होना चाहिए? There should be C relate B also, C relate B also there should be. So C relate B, it is existing, right? So this is also fine. What is the remaining one? So I think most of combination we have checked. BBBC. Yeah, it can be BB and BC also. This B and this B is matching, so क्या होना चाहिए? B relates C भी होना चाहिए, है ना? B relates C type का ordered pair होना चाहिए. So B relates C is this one. So B relates C is there or not? Yes, there is B relates C also. I think we have checked all the combinations, right? So finally what we can say, we can conclude that it is transitive also. Hmm? If it is holding these three conditions, so we can say it is equivalence relation, right? This relation is what? Equivalence relation. So tell me till this part it is clear or not? Till this part it is clear or not? I hope it is clear to all. Let's see the next case. Let me rub this one. Yes. Now tell me, this are not empty. This one is a equivalence relation or not? Why? Why it is not a equivalence relation? Yeah, obviously this relation is not a reflexive, right? To be equivalence relation, it should hold the condition of reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So, is this a reflexive type? No, it is not reflexive because it is mandatory that it's to be reflexive. There should be all the diagonal elements, right? So it is compulsory. All the diagonal elements should be present in case of reflexive. So no diagonal element here, so we can say here it is not a reflexive. It can be symmetric and transitive, but due to failure of this one, we can say it is not a reflex, this is not a equivalence relation, right? So finally what we can say, we can conclude it is not a equivalence relation. It is not a equivalence relation. Let's see next example. A B B C C B C A C C A. Yeah. What about this relation? This relation is a equivalence relation or not? R3 is the equivalence relation or not? What do you think? Why it is not a equivalence relation? Okay, because of symmetricity, it is not a equivalence. Okay, so let's check. So to be equivalence, it should hold these three. Condition 1, it should be reflexive, it should be symmetric, it should be transitive. So what about reflexive? For the reflexive, we just check the diagonal elements are present or not. So all the diagonal elements are present, or diagonal ordered pair are present. It is AA, BB, CC. So we can say definitely it is a reflexive. Other than diagonal कुछ भी है, doesn't matter. But diagonal present होना जरूरी है reflexive के केस में. So we can say this is what a reflexive. What about the symmetric? So diagonal, they don't have any problem. What about this one? It is a BC and AC. BC. If it is a BC, there should be CB also. There should be CB also. But CB is not present here. If CB is not present here, we can say it is failing the condition of symmetric. So this one is not a symmetric case. So this is what not a symmetric. If it is not a symmetric, we will not go. We are not proceeding further. We can say it is not a equivalence relation, right? So it is not a equivalence relation. Okay, last one. So what is a R4? Yes, R4. So in this case, it is A cross A assume. Now tell me, R4 is a equivalence relation or not? Okay, so all are saying yes, I think. Okay, so this relation is equivalence or not? Let's see. This is what A cross A. A cross A means this one. And if we talk about this one, this relation should be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So tell me, this is a reflexive or not? Yeah. So if we see this one, we are getting all the diagonal elements, diagonal ordered pairs, so we can say it is a reflexive. So definitely it is a reflexive. What about symmetric? Diagonal doesn't have any problem with the symmetric, and if it is a comma b, then b comma a also present, a comma c, then c comma a also present, and b comma c, then c comma b also present. So everything is present, so we can say that is also symmetric. What about transitive case? We already know that if it is A cross A, it is definitely transitive also. So all the cases are valid. So finally, what we can say, this relation is equivalence relation, right? This relation is equivalence relation. Yes. So it is clear to all. Yes or not? Okay, it is clear. Fine. So next there is a example given, and you try that that is equivalence relation or not. So question is what, which of the following is equivalence relation? Which of the following is equivalence relation? Okay, which of the following is equivalence relation on a set of all real number, on a set of all real numbers, on a set of all real numbers. So first one is given as, it is a relation R1, which is a comma b, relation R1, and there will be ordered pairs such as a comma b, such that a minus b, such that a minus b is a integer, a minus b is a integer. A minus b is a integer. Next, R2 is a relation such that a comma b is the ordered pair, such that a minus b is a minus b is divisible by 5, divisible by 5. C, assume it is R3, it is a comma b type ordered pair such that a minus b is a minus b is an odd number, is an odd number, and D, R4, a comma b is the ordered pair such that a minus b is an even number. Okay, so these are the four options given. So which one is the reflexive and which one is not a which one is equivalence relation and which one is not a equivalence relation? ओके, सो ये वाला क्वेश्चन आपको घर से सॉल्व करना है, घर से ट्राई करना है, राइट। और क्या चेक करना है, हर एक के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग ये चेक करना है दैट है दिस इज व्हाट है reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If it is holding these three conditions, we can say this is what equivalence relation, right? So इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन हमने पहले भी देखे हैं. So you try for these four options, which one is the equivalence and which one is not a equivalence. Okay, so finally we can say this is about the equivalence relation. A relation is said to be equivalence if it is holding the condition of reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, so now we'll check for the relationship between these relations. So have you copied this one? नेक्स्ट टाइम जब डीएम की क्लास होगी तो हम इस क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस करेंगे, आपको सोल्व कर लेना है तब तक. Okay, so I'm going to rub this one. Okay, so relationship between symmetric and antisymmetric relation. What is the relationship between the symmetric and antisymmetric relation? Let's see this one. Okay, so let me write down some example of the relation एंड आफ्टर दैट विल डिस्कस अबाउट द ओके। चलो उससे पहले मैं डायग्राम बना लेता हूँ। ओके सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड बाय द वेन डायग्राम। So is there any relationship between the symmetric and anti-symmetric? Because diagonal elements that can be present in symmetric and that can be present in anti-symmetric also, means there should be the common attribute. So common attribute वहाँ पे present हो सकता है, तो diagram किस type का बनेगा? Here there will be the common area also between the symmetric and anti-symmetric. अगर कुछ common नहीं आता है तो क्या होगा? That will be the separate case, right? यहाँ पे अगर किसी में कुछ common नहीं है तो क्या होगा? इस टाइप का केस बनेगा या कुछ ऐसा केस बन सकता है लाइक दैट, ठीक है? तो वो हमें थोड़ा एनालाइज करके देखना पड़ेगा। सो अभी के लिए ये वाला डायग्राम क्या है, वैलिड रहेगा। So let me say this one is symmetric and this is what, anti-symmetric. And let me write down the regions also. So one is the region number, this one, this is second number, third number, fourth number. These are the regions. Okay. So what is the region R1? रीजन R1 का मीनिंग क्या हुआ कि ऐसे ऑर्डर्ड पेयर होंगे जहां पे ना तो वो सिमेट्रिक होगा ना ही एंटी सिमेट्रिक होगा, कोई भी नहीं होगा, ना तो सिमेट्रिक होगा ना ही एंटी सिमेट्रिक होगा। सो लेट मी राइट डाउन R1. So for region R1 let me take relation R1 and this relation R1 is what, it should not be anti-symmetric also, it should not be symmetric. So क्या केस हो सकता है ऐसा? So we can say it can be 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 and let me say it is 1 comma 3. Yes, tell me this relation is symmetry and this relation is anti-symmetric or not? Yeah, what? Tell me this relation is symmetric or not? No. Okay, what about others? No. So this relation is not a symmetric. Why? Because 1 comma 2 is given, 2 comma 1 also given. It's fine. What about this one? 1 comma 3 is given, but 3 comma 1 is not given. So we can say this is not a symmetric case. So for symmetricity, it is not valid. What about anti-symmetric? This case is anti-symmetric or not? Yeah, this is not a anti-symmetric also. Why it is not a anti-symmetric? Because if it is a 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1 is given, so we can say it is x comma y and y comma x is given. In case of anti-symmetric, then क्या होना चाहिए? Then it should be x equal to y. But यहाँ पे x और y क्या नहीं है? Equal नहीं है, right? So x is not equal to y. So we can say it is not the possible case of anti-symmetric. So this is not a anti-symmetric. Yeah, it is not a anti-symmetric. So finally, this is what a region relation R1, which is indicating this region R1. ठीक है? सो यहाँ पे कौन से होंगे जो सिमेट्रिक भी नहीं होगा और एंटी सिमेट्रिक भी नहीं होगा? ये सिमेट्रिक नहीं है भाई, इट इज नॉट ए सिमेट्रिक, नॉट ए एंटी सिमेट्रिक। ओके, लेट्स गो फॉर दिस रीजन R2. For region R2, let me say relation R2. So region R2 is indicated by the relation R2. What is the example for this region? This region is what? This is what is symmetric. This is what is symmetric but not anti-symmetric. ठीक है? तो क्या होगा? That will be symmetric but not anti-symmetric. So symmetric क्या हो सकता है? Symmetric that can be 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1. So this relation is symmetric. Yes, this relation is symmetric. What about antisymmetric? Yes, it is antisymmetric or not. Already हमने यहाँ पे देखा था कि antisymmetric नहीं था. So this is what not a antisymmetric. Fine. So we can say this is what the region number 2, and for region number 2 this is the relation R2. What about this region number 3? Region number 3 is indicating the common area. Common area means we can say this is symmetric also antisymmetric. So tell me a relation which is symmetric as well as antisymmetric. ठीक है. So for region R3 let me take relation R3, and this relation R3 will indicate what? A relation which is a symmetric as well as it is antisymmetric. Symmetric as well as it is antisymmetric. So can I take this empty relation? Yes. Yeah, diagonal also very valid. But I have taken this empty one. So empty relation is a symmetric or not? And what about antisymmetric? So empty relation is symmetric. Yes. What about antisymmetric? It is antisymmetric also, because empty relation is failing only in the case of reflexive. ठीक है. Other than reflexive it is always working. ठीक है. तो रिफ्लेक्सिव में सिर्फ ये फेल होता है, उसके अलावा हर एक रिलेशन में ये क्या होगा? सेटिस्फाई करेगा. So this is about the region R3. What about region R4? R4 is indicating the relation which is antisymmetric but not a symmetric. So what should be the example for the this one? It is antisymmetric but not a symmetric. Let me take R4. R4 is the relation R4 is indicating the region R4. So for R4, if I am taking 1 comma 2, now this relation is symmetric or not? And what about antisymmetric? This relation is symmetric or not? And what about the antisymmetric? Yes. So this is, relation is not a symmetric. Why? If it is 1 comma 2, there should be 2 comma 1 also. It is not a symmetric. Okay. Okay. What about antisymmetric? This relation is antisymmetric or not? So this relation is not a this relation is antisymmetric. Why? Because 1 comma 2 is given, and 1 comma 2 is given, it is not violating the condition of antisymmetric, right? So we can say this is what antisymmetric. So we have seen all these regions, and related these regions we have seen the relations also. Now next thing we need to find out that what is the cardinality of universal सेट. इस यूनिवर्सल सेट की कार्डिनलिटी क्या रहेगी? व्हाट विल बी द कार्डिनलिटी ऑफ यूनिवर्सल सेट, एंड व्हाट विल बी द कार्डिनलिटी ऑफ और नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन? वी कैन से नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन and number of antisymmetric relation. Yes, tell me, what is the number of antisymmetric, what is the number of symmetric, and what is the cardinality of universal? यस, नहीं पता चल रहा? Am I audible? So what should be the cardinality of this universal set? So cardinality of universal set, we can say a set contain, assume that a set contain n element, or cardinality of A is n, right? Then what should be the cardinality of universal set? Universal is nothing but that A cross A. I think universal is nothing but A cross A. So we can say it is 2 power n square is the cardinality of universal. Okay, and what is the cardinality of that symmetric relation, or number of symmetric relation possible? So number of symmetric relation possible, already we have find out that it is 2 power n square minus n by 2, or we can say it is 2 power n into n minus 1 by 2, I think ऐसा ही था क्या? इज इट करेक्ट? सिमेट्रिक केस कितने होते हैं? दैट we can take diagonal element. Yeah, all diagonal element have choice, so it is 2 power n cases, and further what we can say, the remaining one have two choices, and that is 1 square minus 1 by 2. So something will happen like these are the diagonal, these are the non-diagonal. In case of symmetric, diagonal elements are how many? N, and each one having two choice, so 2 power n cases. And what about this one? Remaining are n square minus n divided by 2, these many cases, because I'll have to take the ordered pair like 1 comma 2 2 comma 1 type, right? So these many cases will be there, and each one having two choice. I can take this one or left this one, so two choice. So finally what I can say, we can say it is 2 power n into 2 power n square माइनस n डिवाइड बाय 2, और इसको क्या कह सकते हैं? दैट इज n इंटू एन माइनस 1 बाय 2 ऑल्सो, ठीक है, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं. व्हाट अबाउट एंटीसिमेट्रिक, टोटल एंटीसिमेट्रिक केसेस? What are the total antisymmetric relations? So total antisymmetric relations, we can say it is in antisymmetric, can we take a diagonal element or not? Yes, in antisymmetric, yeah, we can take a diagonal element. Again it is 2 power n, 2 power n into remaining are, it is a n square minus n by 2, n square minus n by 2, and each one having how many choice? If it is antisymmetric type, and we are taking the combination like 1 comma 2 2 comma 1, so how many choice I have? I can take this one 1 comma 2, or I can take 2 comma 1, or I can take none of these. So finally it is having three choices. So if it is three choice, we can say it is 3 power n square minus n by 2. So we have got the information of universal and number of symmetric, number of antisymmetric relations. Now we need to find out the number of relations which are symmetric as well as it is antisymmetric. ठीक है, so number of relations which are symmetric as well as antisymmetric. So symmetric as well as antisymmetric means number of relations which are symmetric as well as antisymmetric. right? Symmetric as well as antisymmetric. Let me say it is A or AN, antisymmetric. Okay, so intersection का case क्या आएगा? Yes, tell me about this one. What will be the intersection? How many cases will be there? Antisymmetric intersection, yeah, region is 3, but Sandeep, I'm asking about the number of relations which are antisymmetric, also it is symmetric. कितने रिलेशन बनेंगे जो सिमेट्रिक भी होंगे और एंटीसिमेट्रिक भी होंगे? Yes, tell me. How many relations are symmetric as well as antisymmetric? ओके, 3 की पावर वाला, ओके ओके। ये बना, ये वाला बताना, इंटरसेक्शन केस कितने होंगे? That is 2 power n. Ek that is correct. 2 power n is correct case. So we can say if it is symmetric and antisymmetric, what can be the common thing? Common thing can be the diagonal element. So diagonals are possible to be common. 1, 2, 2, 2 and so on up to n, n. Right? So ये सब क्या होंगे? दोनों के केस में वैलिड होते हैं, सिमेट्रिक में भी और एंटीसिमेट्रिक में भी, दोनों में वैलिड रहेगा। डायगनल केसेस क्या रहेंगे? वैलिड रहेंगे। बट अदर देन डायगनल क्या होगा? ये बड़ी से 1, 2, 2, 1। सो सिमेट्रिक क्या बोलता है? सिमेट्रिक के अकॉर्डिंग ये होगा कि 1, 2 और 2, 1 दोनों होने चाहिए। और एंटीसिमेट्रिक क्या कहता है? अगर दोनों वाला पेयर लोगे तो वो एंटीसिमेट्रिक नहीं होगा। तो इसका मतलब ये वाले कोई भी केस नहीं आएंगे। सो फाइनली वी कैन से दीज आर द n diagonal element, and n diagonal element having two choice. We can take this one or we can left this one. We can take this one, left this one, take this one, left this one, and so on. So we can say 2 power n cases will be the intersection of S and A, right? So it is 2 power n cases. Got it? Okay, so now can you tell me the number of relations which are symmetric, symmetric and antisymmetric? Number of the relations which is symmetric, union, antisymmetric. ठीक है, तो इसका क्या निकालना है? यूनियन निकालना है। सिमेट्रिक, यूनियन, एंटीसिमेट्रिक। सिमेट्रिक, यूनियन, एंटीसिमेट्रिक, ये कितने केसेस बनेंगे? ओके, क्या करना पड़ेगा? कुछ हिंट बता दो मुझे। सिमेट्रिक, यूनियन, एंटीसिमेट्रिक निकालने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? एवरीथिंग इज देयर ऑन बोर्ड। तीनों को ऐड कर देना। Okay, so we can say this is what union case. Union means this area. It is talking about this one. So symmetric, antisymmetric, इसमें क्या होगा? सिमेट्रिक भी होगा, एंटीसिमेट्रिक भी होगा, और दोनों सिमेट्रिक और एंटीसिमेट्रिक दोनों वाला केस भी पॉसिबल होगा। So what is the formula for this one? We can say number of symmetric plus number of antisymmetric, number of symmetric plus number of antisymmetric minus number of a intersection, that is symmetric and intersection antisymmetric. यही फॉर्मूला होता है ना दो सेट्स का यूनियन करने का, राइट. सो नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक की बात करें तो हमें पता है ये वाले नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक केस होंगे प्लस नंबर ऑफ एंटी सिमेट्रिक ये वाले केस होंगे, एंड इंटरसेक्शन का भी मुझे पता है दैट है दिस वन. सो नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक की बात करें तो ये वाले केस हो गए, नंबर ऑफ एंटी सिमेट्रिक की बात करें तो ये वाले केस हो गए, और माइनस में क्या कर देना है 2 की पावर n कर देंगे, तो क्या आ जाएगा हमारा रिजल्ट आ जाएगा. गॉट इट. What about number of symmetric? Okay. Rub this one. Yes. Next is number of symmetric minus antisymmetric. How many cases are there? कौन से वाला? ओके. यूनियन का मैंने बोला कि दो सेट का यूनियन कैसे करते हैं. ये सेट एस हो गया, ये सेट ए हो गया, तो उनका यूनियन ऐसे ही होता है नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक नंबर ऑफ एंटीसिमेट्रिक माइनस नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक इंटरसेक्शन एंटीसिमेट्रिक, राइट. तो इसमें क्या करेंगे, ये इनकी वैल्यूज हमें पता है कि नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक कितने होंगे, ये वाले होंगे, नंबर ऑफ एंटीसिमेट्रिक ये वाले होंगे, और नंबर ऑफ दिस इंटरसेक्शन पार्ट इज 2 पावर n. तो क्या करेंगे, ऐड करेंगे और सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे, राइट. या नेक्स्ट वन इज नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक माइनस एंटीसिमेट्रिक. व्हाट अबाउट दिस वन? हाउ टू फाइंड आउट दिस वन? Number of symmetric minus antisymmetric, how to find out this one? S minus A, how to find out? So we can say number of symmetric are this one, right? ओके. इसमें से क्या कर देना है, एंटी सिमेट्रिक का पोर्शन जो कॉमन पार्ट है उसको हटा देना है, तो सिमेट्रिक बच जाएगा सिर्फ ये वाला पोर्शन, ठीक है ना. तो मुझे तो क्या चाहिए, s माइनस ए का मतलब क्या होगा, द रिलेशंस, टोटल नंबर ऑफ रिलेशंस विच आर सिमेट्रिक बट नॉट एंटी सिमेट्रिक. तो ये वाला पोर्शन चाहिए मुझे. ये वाला पोर्शन क्या होगा, that is a number of symmetric minus number of symmetric intersection antisymmetric, राइट. ये पोर्शन क्या कर देंगे, माइनस कर देंगे. सो ये क्या हो जाएगा, सिमेट्रिक माइनस एंटीसिमेट्रिक. सो सिमेट्रिक केस वी नो नंबर ऑफ सिमेट्रिक आर दिस मैनी, एंड दिस इंटरसेक्शन आल्सो नो इट इज 2 पावर n. तो इसमें से क्या करना है, 2 पावर n माइनस कर देंगे, दैट मेनी केसेस विल बी देयर, ठीक है. चलो मैं बता देता हूँ, ऐसे करेंगे ना, इट इज 2 पावर n इंटू 2 पावर n स्केयर माइनस n डिवाइड बाय 2, ये हो जाएगा. इसमें से क्या कर देना है, 2 पावर n माइनस कर देंगे, और इसमें जो वैल्यूज होंगी n की वैल्यूज मान लीजिए क्या दे रखी है, 3 दे रखी है, तो क्या करेंगे, ये पुट करेंगे और सॉर्ट आउट कर देंगे, राइट. ओके. नेक्स्ट थिंग, व्हाट अबाउट एंटीसिमेट्रिक minus symmetric, means the relations which are antisymmetric but not symmetric, relation which are antisymmetric but not symmetric. So number of relations which are antisymmetric but not symmetric, so we can say it is number of relations which is antisymmetric minus number of relation which is antisymmetric intersection symmetric, right. So we can say antisymmetric is this area, और इसमें से क्या करना है, मुझे सिर्फ एंटीसिमेट्रिक रखना है, सिमेट्रिक नहीं चाहिए। तो इसमें क्या है, दोनों है, सिमेट्रिक भी है एंटी सिमेट्रिक। तो क्या करना है, एंटी सिमेट्रिक वाले पोर्शन में से माइनस कर देंगे क्या, इंटरसेक्शन पोर्शन। तो इंटरसेक्शन पोर्शन माइनस कर देंगे, तो नंबर ऑफ एंटी सिमेट्रिक्स आर दीज मेनी। इसमें से क्या कर देना है, 2 पावर n को माइनस कर देना है। So finally we got the number of relations which are anti-symmetric but not symmetric. So it is clear to all. This is the relation between the symmetric and anti-symmetric. Yeah, clear to all. Okay, good. So next the relation we'll see. Okay, next relation is the relation between the anti-symmetric and reflexive. Next it is a relation between the anti-symmetric and reflexive. So relation between antisymmetric and रिफ्लेक्सिव। ठीक है, ये खुद से ट्राई करना है, जैसा अभी किया था ना कि वेन डायग्राम बनाएंगे। वेन डायग्राम में ये देखना है कि कौन से टाइप का क्या होगा, ये सबसेट टाइप का बनेगा या अलग अलग बनेगा या कॉमन एरिया आएगा, वो चूज करना है। उसके बाद क्या करना है, रीजियंस लिखेंगे, उसके रीजियंस के कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग रिलेशंस देखेंगे क्या क्या रिलेशन बनेंगे, और उसके बाद क्या होगा, इंटरसेक्शन पार्ट देखेंगे, और उसके नंबर ऑफ यूनिवर्सल में कितने केस आएंगे, नंबर ऑफ एंटीसिमेट्रिक कितने होंगे, और नंबर ऑफ रिफ्लेक्सिव कितने केस बनेंगे, वो सब एनालाइज करना है। इंटरसेक्शन निकाल लेना है, उसके बाद क्या निकालेंगे, रिलेशंस विच आर एंटीसिमेट्रिक एंड रिफ्लेक्सिव दोनों होंगे। दोनों वाला केस आ गया, और उसके बाद यूनियन वाला केस आ जाएगा। दोनों वाला केस का मतलब इंटरसेक्शन है ना, और यूनियन का केस आ जाएगा, और उसके बाद डिफरेंस वाला केस आ जाएगा। वो सारे ट्राई करके देखना है आपको, और ये मैंने नोट्स में सोल्व भी करा रखा है, ट्राई करना खुद से। Next we will see the relation between the irreflexive and antisymmetric. Relation between the irreflexive and antisymmetric. So next is the relation between irreflexive and antisymmetric. Relation between irreflexive and antisymmetric. Antisymmetric. So what will be the relation between the irreflexive and antisymmetric? So again I will take the Venn diagram. This is what the universal case. Let me say it is antisymmetric, and one is it is irreflexive. Okay. So can you tell me, will there common part or not? hmm? दो सेट के बीच में यहाँ पे कॉमन पार्ट होगा या नहीं? तो मुझे ये बताना है कि कोई ऐसा रिलेशन जो क्या होगा, irreflexive भी होगा और that relation is antisymmetric also. Yes, definitely there will be the empty relation जो कि क्या होगा, irreflexive भी होता है और दूसरा क्या होता है, it is antisymmetric also. तो empty मेरे को मिल गया, इसका मतलब एक तो है एटलीस्ट जो कि कॉमन होगा, है ना. सो डायग्राम किस तरह का बनेगा, इस टाइप का डायग्राम बनेगा, राइट. सो लेट मी राइट डाउन वन इज ए एंटीसिमेट्रिक and this is what, irreflexive. And let me say this is region 1, region number 2, region number 3, region number 4. So what will be the region number 1? region number 1 का मतलब क्या होगा, ऐसा रिलेशन जो क्या होगा, ना तो एंटीसिमेट्रिक टाइप होगा और न ही वो क्या होगा, irreflexive टाइप. neither it is antisymmetric nor it is irreflexive. So for region R1 I will take the relation R1, and what is that relation which is a, not a irreflexive, not a antisymmetric. Relation which is a, not a antisymmetric and not a irreflexive. So can I say it is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. irreflexive का मतलब क्या होगा, there should not be the diagonal एलिमेंट. ठीक है, डायगोनल एलिमेंट नहीं होने चाहिए किसमें, ई रिफ्लेक्सिव के केस में. और रिफ्लेक्सिव की, एंटीसिमेट्रिक की बात करें तो एंटीसिमेट्रिक में डायगोनल अलाउड होते हैं, बट इस तरह का ऑर्डर पेयर अलाउड नहीं होता है. वाई, बिकॉज इसमें क्या होना चाहिए, 1 इक्वल टू 2 ऐसा होना चाहिए, 1 इक्वल टू 2. बट 1 इक्वल टू 2 तो है नहीं, है ना, क्योंकि x इक्वल टू वाई वाली कंडीशन अपने को चेक करनी होती है, राइट. सो इस केस में क्या रहेगा, इज दिस ई रिफ्लेक्सिव एंड इट इज एंटीसिमेट्रिक, बताना जरा, ई रिफ्लेक्सिव होगा क्या, इज दिस रिलेशन ई रिफ्लेक्सिव. Yeah, this relation is not a irreflexive. Why? Because of the diagonal element. Because diagonal ordered pair are not allowed in case of this irreflexive, right? But here there is a diagonal ordered pair. So this is not allowed in case of irreflexive. Due to this one, it is not a irreflexive. What about antisymmetric? This case is antisymmetric or not? Antisymmetric or not? So to be antisymmetric, diagonal doesn't have any problem. Diagonal से कोई problem नहीं आने वाली. But what about this one? 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. Such type ordered pair is not allowed in case of antisymmetric. So it is not an antisymmetric even. So this is what a relation corresponding to the region R1. Okay, let's see the relation R2, which is indicating the region number 2. Region number 2 means it is a antisymmetric but it is not a irreflexive. A relation which is a antisymmetric but not a irreflexive. So it should be antisymmetric but not a irreflexive. So can I say 1 comma 2, or no, 1 comma 2 नहीं. Can I say 1 comma 1, this one? Yes, tell me it is irreflexive or not, and it is antisymmetric or not. Yes, this relation is irreflexive or not. If it is 1 comma 1, it is not a irreflexive. Yeah. What about antisymmetric? Yes, in case of antisymmetric, diagonals are allowed, so it is antisymmetric. So this relation is indicating the region number 2, means a relation which is antisymmetric but it is not a irreflexive. Let us see the region number 3. Region number 3 is indicated by relation number 3. So This is what the common area. Common area means the relation which is antisymmetric as well as it is irreflexive, right? So a relation which is antisymmetric as well as it is irreflexive. What can be that relation? So simply can I take 1 comma 2 or 2 comma 1? Yes, let me say 1 comma 2. Is this irreflexive and is this antisymmetric? Yeah, definitely 1 comma 2 is what? It is irreflexive. Why? Because it is not